I have an emergency, Mug'ji.
Yeah.
First of all, a lot of respect and gratitude to you for all your teachings.
Yes, mutually.
Can you please help me to drop the ego? Maybe I can describe also for the people that are listening.
Yes.
Where I'm at internally.
Yes.
So the first evening was very impactful. I could feel rising, or rather sinking into emptiness.
Yes.
But then a lot of resistance came from my ego.
Yes.
And I felt very frustrated.
Very important you say this, because I'm sure it's very relatable. As soon as the door is opening, resistance is coming. Now, the resistance, don't identify the resistance as you. The resistance is happening to an energy inside. We can call it different name. We can call it Maya, we can call it a spirit, you can call it the mind, you can call it our whatever. But that force begin to come up. And I say, you are aware of that force. A deeper power in you is aware of resistance. I said, don't identify with the resistance. Just learn to observe, to be aware of it and feel it, but don't interpret, now, you see, now it's blocking me, and da-da-da. No, feel that. It's as though, if you cooperate with the mind, you'll probably not even notice him.
I felt like a lot of physical pain, and it felt like it's not possible to get through that obstacle.
Yes. So if you say, I should not feel pain, then you're going to have a problem. If you see that sometimes the pain is put it in your mind, the pain that come, I didn't give you pain like this. But it begins to release some trapped pain that had become normalized, so you lived with it. But now, in the face of authentic opportunity of being delivered from that, or transcending that, or discovering the truth of yourself, this thing, you have shaken it, no? So it comes up and it's feeling in the body. So I said, okay, it's on the way out. You're burping out something. So it feels like that, but it can feel like, it's catching the attention, it's trying to hold the identity.
Yeah, the mind is very cunning, and I've been many times, I felt so close to it, I feel...
The mind is not cunning to the beingness. Mind is cunning to the person. Mind is not cunning to the self. For the self, the mind doesn't exist in the way you think. It's only to the person. It becomes a demon, a ghost. It can play like this. Because the person itself has a relationship with its own suffering. But your true self is beyond that. But because of the confusion and not realizing that, we are functioning in the identity of the person who is, getting a bit of a beating from the mind and the ego like that.
I just don't want to slip back to that mind fighting.
Stay in the place. Stay in the place where you are. Put everything on the screen of consciousness. You go to a movie, you watch the movie, and all the time, whatever is happening, whether it's a love scene or a car chase or a shootout or whatever is happening, collapsing building, whatever it is, you know it's a movie. You know it's a movie. And no matter what ending is good or bad, afterwards you leave, you go to a burger bar, you have something, it's finished. You are going to come to see life like a movie. You see, now some people, I remember one story was happening. There was a soap opera that's been going in England for a long, long time. I think it was called EastEnders. Everybody is watching EastEnders. Even the actors are watching it. They are this thing. And there was one character that was very unkind to his wife, always cheating and all. So one day, the actor of this was in supermarket shopping, and the lady walked up to him and slapped him. You horrible man, how could you do that to Sandra? He said, whoa, whoa. It's a play. I am not that guy. He said, yes, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, she said. So some people, they believe it so much that it's like the on-screen is a reality. And actually, while we're living in the strong sense of personal identity, the world you see through the mind, which is a very subjective interpretation of the world. Like I sometimes say, there's one earth, but there are billions of worlds. Because the world we are experiencing, we're not just experiencing the pure earth as it is, but our subjective, psychological, emotional projection, that interpretation, and suffering our own idea of it. You see, this is very important. It's like when World Cup was going, you know, you have so many commentators about each game from all different countries. And if you listen to every country commentation, you'll be listening to a different match. Which one is telling the true commentary of this match? But no one. We all have investment. So you share your investment, whether it's painful or beautiful. Mind is like that. So, you know, what we are experiencing, it's real for you. Your pain is not real for someone else. So like this, I just have to remind like that. Now you say, I want to look with you, use your experiencing to show you how to come out of that. It's our association with it that keeps it appearing to be alive. Because it has some subscription. It's living on subscription.
I would love to just drop it completely, the ego, and just stay in the consciousness.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's not so easy to drop it. If you see it as an object, you can drop. I take this thing here, I can this thing here, drop it. Can you throw your ego like that? You see, so you have to, like faith. Faith is like a spiritual muscle you have to build, you have to exercise. And it gets stronger and stronger until a certain point when you say, no, it's gone. But if you have doubt in it, your faith is not strong enough to actually actualize the power of your faith. Doubt is like this also. We have lived a lot with doubt. And so, you know, when somebody say, drop something, you say, yeah, okay, I try it. Yeah. And it feels like your mind is not strong enough to drop it. But so you have the attitude, and also you have the level of suffering to feel like it's an emergency enough to at least make the effort. Then grace is also with you, because the grace of God is in everything. It never overlooks you. So your suffering is producing more freedom enzymes in you. It's like if I say, yeah, learn to keep dropping it. You throw the monkey, he comes back on your back. Throw him on the back. Throw him on that's on your back. You take him to the sea in a boat, out you throw him. God, thank you. He's on the back. So you say, well, it doesn't work. But I say, no, actually, your attitude, trust in your attitude, and also that I'm sharing with you. You have this power to say, okay, what does it mean? You're not throwing a monkey. You're just saying be detached from the monkey is more important than throwing him. Because he grows with conflict. The monkey mind grows with conflict. The more you resist, the more strong it gets. So detachment, detachment is so powerful. Yeah, okay, let him stay there, but don't log into its energy. You try and see. And you see that, whoa, wait a second, if I don't feed it, because fighting is feeding it, but being detached from it, you realize, whoa, let him run, it's okay. When I'm detached, I'm more with myself. When I fight him, I'm more with him.
I try not to fight, but even when I'm detaching and sinking deeper into emptiness, there is resistance coming up.
It's coming up to come out. It's coming up to come out. If you have a little earthquake in the bottom of the ocean, a lot of bubbles start to come up. They don't go down. They come up. When they touch the surface, they pop and they disappear. Have this attitude. If something is coming up, grace has triggered it. It's coming up. Take this attitude. Don't identify, oh, why is this thing happening to me? And that's feeding that thing.
And to drop the ego, not to feel the tension and the frustration and the pain, does it mean that I'm still really like invested in my ego? And
it's not that you're necessarily invested, but like a reflex plays, that you find that this thing is still playing like that. That's why I say detachment is so powerful. You detach and then you stay with yourself. And you bear that momentariness of the pain, but it cannot grow. Detachment means it cannot grow. Fight means it gets muscle and it will fight with you.
Yeah, but I don't feel that I'm fighting. I just feel that I'm trying for so long.
Yes.
And still there is something that it's not giving.
That is supporting it. I'm trying and it's not going. He loves to hear that. He's trying and I'm not going. Say, no, it doesn't matter. You stay, the power is in you. No, it's okay. I see. What does detachment mean? Detachment does mean I'm detaching myself from that. Detachment means I stay in the place of awareness. You see? And gradually, without the fight, it begins to thin away in its impact. It works. It works.
That's the only thing that matters to me, to find God finally, because I think it's so exhausting.
Yes. It's your time. I have you here with me, okay? About something. You'll see what I mean by that.
I just see it's I believe in it. I see it's possible.
Yes.
Because I see people going through it, but I haven't experienced it yet. And
what have you not experienced yet?
The dropping of the ego and just having that.
Forget about experiencing the dropping of the ego. Experience the resting in your own self. You see, if you're waiting to watch for the ego dropping, you keep showing it like, You're looking for an effect.
What I meant was more like peace, and like not feel struggle, pain, tension.
Let the pain come out. Be willing to hear it is coming out. Don't put it like I should not feel this. Just let it come out, and say, okay, I've been given a reassurance that just keep. Don't give too much importance to that. It's feeding on your feeling of when it's going to happen and why does it keep coming. It's feeding it somehow. But just continue to disengage with it. Disengage. The rest of the day, even from now until our next satsang, inshallah, you just sit with this. Okay? And then maybe you can share the comments, give me a minute to report on what happened. Yeah? If it comes, even if it gets loud, suppose, you really cheese the mind off. So stop, pull your hair. Suppose he takes this form. And you say, okay, you kick all you like, but I'm not feeding you. Just stay empty and neutral. And know that a universal consciousness supports you.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way.
Huh?
That is the way.
Yes. It is the way, the truth, and the life. Okay? So,
thank you.
I'm very happy to hear from you a bit later on. Okay?